guys, welcome back to my channel. Precious K right here. If you're seeing this piece for the first time, you're absolutely welcome to this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping. So I want to share with you guys 5 realities of some challenges you might face in your relationship or your marriage versus your fairy tale imagination. 5 issues you may likely encounter in your relationship or your marriage versus your fairy tale imagination. Anyways, number 1, in no particular order, I'm not arranging it in a particular sequence, in no particular order. Number 1 will be, if I'm looking down, if you see me looking down, because I have my notes. Anyways, so number 1, in marriage, you need to cleave. You know how in the Bible it says, then you shall leave your father's house, and I don't remember that scripture now, and then cleave unto your spouse, 2 shall become 1. Anyways, you get the gist. Yes, it's in the Bible. So what I'm trying to say, you have to cleave. In marriage, you find out that sometimes, this happened to me, I'm going to tell you guys the story, but yeah, you find out that sometimes when you get married, it takes you a while to really leave your parents. I know you can't really leave them because in your mind they're your parents, you're always there with them, but sometimes people take it overboard. You find out that some men complain, especially the women, were the ones, guilty of this particular one. Some men too, but majority women. Anyway, so you find out that at the slightest opportunity, she's already back in her parents' house and whatever. This happened to me. Let me just tell you guys. So in the first year of my marriage, I wasn't used to the whole marriage thing, husband, do this, do that. I was like, please, I did not come here to stress my life. Anyway, so once my husband is traveling, even if he's traveling for a day, opportunity to go to my parents' house. And so my parents live in the same city with me currently. So every slightest opportunity, I'm in my parents' house, I pack up my things, off I go to my mother's house. I can't go to the market, I can't cook, I'll call my mom. Mommy, I need stew, I need soup. I still do this until date anyways. But yeah, my husband is traveling for the weekend, I'm off to my mom's house. Up until I had my first child, even with my second child, yeah, I think it's just now that I'm beginning to settle down in my marriage. And this is already my 10th year, guys. Like 10 years. I know that's a long time, but yeah, it doesn't mean like I always tell my parents every single thing that happens in my family. No, I don't do that. But I'm just trying to say, if my husband travels, best believe you find me in my mom's house. Or if I can convince my mom, then I'll make her come here to stay with us. Otherwise, I'll go there. But now, family is bigger, we're more kids now, so I don't really do that anymore. But best believe, in the first few years of my marriage, like from the first year to like the 5th year in my marriage, at the slightest opportunity, I've packed back to my parents' house. So you gotta cleave to your partner. Like, you're married now, remain married, stay there. Don't run to your parents at the slightest opportunity. So number 2 will be, you have to be intentional in your marriage. I know the fairy tale, whatever is, today we're going out for dinner, the kids are sleeping, we're off to Johannesburg, we're off to America, we're off to Paris. Sister, it doesn't work like that. You have to be intentional about it. If you want your marriage to be like that, it is very possible, but you have to intentionally make that happen. Otherwise, you can easily get drowned in the whole marriage thing. Children, this, that, a lot of things are screaming for your attention, fighting for your attention. You have to be present as a mom, you have to be present as the dad or whatever. You have to go to work, you have to come back, be there for your kids and all of that. So it's hard work. You have to be intentional. As easy as this sounds, you have to be intentional. Don't mind the Instagram aunties that are always like, oh, he has to have time for you, otherwise you walk away. Yeah, loads of people want to be there for their partners, but sometimes duty calls. You can't always be there. So you have to make it work. You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the work. If you really want your relationship, your marriage, I'll be using relationship and marriage interchangeably. You know what I'm trying to say anyways. So you have to make your relationship work, you have to make your marriage work with your spouse. You have to be intentional about it. If you want to go on date nights and whatever, you have to be intentional about it. Don't assume that once you get married, then it is mandatory that, oh, every weekend you're out to the club or you're out to the pub or whatever, karaoke, whatever you guys like to do. It doesn't work that way. Duty calls. There are times that both parties are very busy. There's money to be made. There are children to raise. A lot of other factors would drain you, and if you don't take your time, you will start to lose the touch, the bond between you and your partner. So number 3 will be ready to forgive. Sister. Be ready to forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive again. Like, forgive and forget, not just forgive. Like, when you forgive, then you have to completely forget it. I don't know how people do that, Sha. You cannot really forget a wrong that has been done to you. You can forgive. I don't know if you can completely forget, because you're a human being, you remember, but I know that you will know that you're forgiven. Even when the thought comes back, you're not upset. Your heart is not heavy. You just remember it and you move on because you're forgiven. So get ready to forgive. People that tell you, oh, once he or she does this and that, I'm leaving and whatever. Trust me, you married your guy. You married your person. Doesn't mean the person will not offend you. So when challenges come in marriage, and challenges will come, you guys will have to go through it. When challenges come, you won't go like, oh, I can't take this from this man, I can't take from this girl. This is a time to prove your love. This is a time to, it depends on what it is. So I'm just saying from normal angle. I'm not talking about if you're married to a mad person, like a completely crazy person. That's different. I'm talking to normal people. Like, if you're this is normal circumstance, normal misunderstanding, normal issues that come up in marriage, challenges and stuff like that. You have to work it out. You have to forgive and move on. Your partner is going to step on your toes. I have a lot of story time for you guys. A lot of story time like that happened to me in my own marriage, but let me know if you guys want me to share some of them. Yeah, you have to forgive. You have to move on. But anyways, so yeah, be prepared to forgive. Don't follow the people that tell you once bitten, twice shy. All those things don't work. If you're married to your person and you know this guy is your person, or this woman is your person, you're convinced that this is your life partner. The person is going to step on your toes. The person is going to hurt you. The person is going to do things that that won't go down well with you. The person will apologize, and what do? You have to move on. Like, you have to forgive and move on. Anyways, that's number 3. Number 4, I don't want this video to be too long. Number 4, you can't change anyone, but you can influence your partner. So don't go into marriage with the ideology of, I'm going to change this man. He's a chronic smoker. He's a drunk. This guy drinks to stupor. This guy, when he drinks, he beats you. Don't expect that when you enter that marriage that he's going to get better. No, he's going to get worse. Like, it's going to get worse. He will turn into punching bag. If you don't know it now. He is going to turn you into a punching bag. I've never heard of any story where marriage changed anyone's bad habit. If at all, it's going to enhance it. It's going to make it more pronounced. Because you can't change anyone in marriage. No, you cannot. You can't change anybody. You can only influence. There's some people that don't celebrate their partner's birthdays, and you, as the man or as the woman, you like those kind of things, you like those kind of gestures, then do it first. If your husband is the type that doesn't celebrate your birthdays, and you want him to always remember your birthdays, when it is his own birthday, you celebrate him. Show him the kind of things you would want him to do for you, but you do it first. Does that make sense? Rather than complain, you do it first. Do you get? On his own birthday, buy him the cake, take him out, book a hotel, do whatever it is that you want him to do for you. That way you're passing a message to him, right? So instead of making a big issue out of it, you do it first. So I just use something mild anyway. But if imagine he was a chronic smoker or whatever, and then you feel like when you get into the marriage you're going to change him. No, it's going to get worse. In fact, it's going to get really, really bad because now he has got you, you're his wife, and to him, men like to feel like women are not going anywhere. Even if I give her shit, she's not going anywhere. They like to have that ideology and be deceiving themselves. Anyways, so don't overlook certain things. Don't overlook certain things. If he's doing it before you get married, best believe it's going to get worse when you guys get married. So if you cannot tolerate it, don't even go there. Don't try to manage or whatever. So bear in mind, you cannot change anyone. Rather, you can only influence. You can only try if it's going to work. So any attribute or anything, any trait you cannot deal with, don't even budge at the beginning. So number 5 will be love is not enough. This one, right? Love is not enough in marriage. It is not enough at all. Love is not enough in marriage. I mean, it's good to love. It's good to, me, I'm team marry for love. Some people are team marry for money. Yeah, I get why they say marry for money because 90%, I get why they say marry for money because 90% of the challenges or the issues you're going to have in your marriage most times boils down to money. The disagreements, the chaos, the stress, the whatever it is boils down to cash. Billionaire, energy cash. Chopping and spending the cash. There is no mercy for money. Makawa, oji the cash. Anyway, so yes, I get why people are marrying for money and why people love to marry or are wishing to marry for money. I get it. I understand clearly why people are opting for that. But still, I will marry for love. I'll marry for love. Especially when I know the guy has prospects. His future looks promising. He's comfortable. He's doing well for himself already. Not like he doesn't have a job, doesn't have a house, doesn't have anything to even start with. Nah, sis. But if he's comfortable, he's doing well for himself, and I can see like this guy. There are people you just see, that this guy is greatness. Like you can see the greatness in the person. Yeah, that's me. Team love over money, but now people are going for money over love. But I'll tell you for free, love is not enough in marriage. There are other factors that contribute to a successful marriage, to a successful home, not just love. Because after a while, that love will then change into friendship. It will be love, friendship, communication, understanding, sacrifice, a lot of things, commitment, children, a lot of other factors now will bind both of you together besides just love and even the money. Because you find out that some women, they married for money, but what now? They're complaining. They're still outside. They cannot stay one place. They married for money, but still they're not satisfied. If that makes sense. I saw a post on Instagram by Joro Olomofin. I don't know if I got that name correct. I think he's like all this social media advocate or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I saw a post. He was like, married women, why are you people not staying in your house? Why are you people not staying in your house? The amount of married women that are cheating now is alarming. Can you blame him? I mean, people are complaining about these things because the same women that are cheating are the ones that are shouting, marry for money, now they marry for money. The man pays all their bills. He sends them on vacation 5 times in a year, 20 times in a year, but they are not still satisfied. So what's the problem? What's missing? Do you get what's missing? They're still looking for something out there. If you guys know what's missing, please drop it down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. I don't know what's missing. I told you guys I'm team love. I'll go for love over money because I feel like money, that's the least of the problem. Once there's peace in a home, once there's a good solid foundation, you guys have a good foundation, there's peace, there's life, trust me, money will come. Because You know that scripture that says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I strongly believe in it. If you find your wife, if you find your person, just keep at it. Money is going to come. Money will come. That's not the problem. But people that go for money over love, you find out that they're not satisfied, they keep complaining, and then you tell her, you ask her, but madam, you have everything. Here, you have in abundance. True, you have a vacation, now you get that. Everything you have, every single thing in this world you have. Why are you not staying one place? Why are you not staying one place? I don't know what's missing. But anyways, guys, that's it. Regardless of what you do, make sure your foundation is in God. Make sure you have a solid foundation in God. People overlook these things. People tell you that marriage, please, if it's not working, I will walk out. All these stupid things that people say. Trust me, if you have your right foundation in God, you have your right foundation in Christ, trust me, things that people are complaining about in the world, you can't relate. You can't just relate because you're on a different wavelength. You're on a different wavelength. You're on a different level. You know, this thing called marriage is spiritual. Whether we like it or not, it is spiritual. Some of the issues that people are having in their homes, you're listening to the man, he's complaining about the woman, you can't make anything out of it. You're listening to the woman, she's complaining about the man, you can't make anything out of it. Both of them are not making sense, but they think they're making sense. You know, go back to your foundation, you know, rededicate your marriage or whatever. You know, that's a whole different topic, but anyways, the most important thing in every marriage, in every relationship, is the God factor. Don't ever forget that. Anyways, guys, continue in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. If you think there are other issues in marriage, you have issues. That one is not, God forbid, it's not, oh, I married wrong. It's not about marrying right or wrong. I know if you marry wrong, the issues will triple. But even when you marry right, you married your person, you're going to have issues. You have issues with your siblings, with your parents, with your friends. Is it a man or a woman that you just met after 20 something years of your life? You know, so you're going to have issues. Be prepared for it. It's not even a curse. It's just normal. You're living with someone brand new. You're going to have issues with the person, but then the ability for you to move on from that issue, the wisdom to move on from that issue, you know, the communication, so many things are involved. Anyways, guys, let me stop this video right here. Let me know what you guys think. These are my 5 realities versus our fairy tale imagination. Like, you know, when we watch all these Korean movies on Netflix, we're like, oh my god, this is so cute, this is so nice. Those kind of marriages exist, but you have to be intentional. You have to put in the work that is needed for that marriage and that relationship to work. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you watched to the very end. If you're watching this part now, thank you so much. That means you watched to the end. Thank you for always watching and engaging. Please drop your comments in the comment section so I know that you're watching. I'm gonna respond, best believe that. So thank you guys. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Bye.